please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at a few articles concerning Drdisrespect and the fact that his Twitter has yet again been partially active, but mostly not. The first article is from Esports Illustrated, titled Drdisrespect leaves cryptic message on X, enraging streaming community. This could be bait. Once believed to be cancelled, it seems like Drdisrespect is doing good on his word and not letting anyone make him disappear. Fans are wondering what is happening next after the two-time made yet another cryptic change to his X profile. Basically, he's just changed the banner to this. Now, it looks like phishing, and now we have the bait. The bait being a reference to the Twitch ban. In fact, the bait apparently would appear to be his tweet concerning the Twitch ban. If you zoom in close enough, you'll see that. It seems that despite the overall streaming community condemning his behavior and his gaming studio dropping him after an investigation, it can also include sponsors pulling out and any other consequences for that matter, Drdisrespect is hoping to have a comeback in some capacity. He is currently demonetized on YouTube, there's the other one, so fans are speculating that he will stream on Kick, or maybe pursue something else altogether. In his tweet where he explained what had happened, he had indicated he doesn't like being online. So if he doesn't like being online, why is he trying to, tease the online? Is he doing the Matrix thing? Is that what this is? He indicated he wanted to spend more time with family, but he's paying someone to do this art, unless he's doing it himself, in which case you are quite the talented artist. A lot of people have wondered why Drdisrespect is trying to have a comeback, joking that he's fishing for minors, among other comical takes on the situation. Another said that it was an image of him destroying the evidence. Quote, like changing header art is going to make things better, one ex-user wrote. Underneath this article is another one saying, is Drdisrespect going to stream on Kick? Despite the population at large still attempting to cancel him, it appears that Drdisrespect is refusing to leave, just as his tweet mentioned. So is Drdisrespect building up a redemption return? Since he doesn't have YouTube or Twitch, there are not many lucrative options aside from Kick. And that's still contingent on whether or not he wants to stream as a career going forward, or whether he needs to. The thing with Drdisrespect is, if he did join, he would be joining at a time where Kick are actually starting to hold more creators accountable, because those that do stream there, a large number of them in fact, take the absolute living piss out of terms of service and people at large. And try not to forget here, Drdisrespect was offered a deal worth $10 million and he turned down that offer. That clip is somewhere online in fact. Drdisrespect had told his viewers 50 million is what he would want. Although, Kick had made a statement briefly when the Drdisrespect stuff kicked off, indicating they wouldn't ban him preemptively to stop him joining their platform regardless of what has happened. And there is no official statement at present to indicate whether or not he would go to Kick. Something we hadn't mentioned in previous videos, because when I originally covered this all happening as it unfolded over a period of 3 days, his subscriber count held pretty steady. At 4.6 million subscribers, he has a sizable following. So to lose 1,000 means nothing. To lose 10,000 is still not really much in the grand scheme of things. Although, it should be noted his viewership, because he's not been active, is plummeting. So his subscriber growth is stopped. It's not going to go anywhere unless he's active. Since this all happened, he has lost 110,000 subscribers. Add to that his inactivity, his viewership per month is going down drastically, averaging typically between 9 and 7 million per month, except for 1 month where he got 197 million. He is now sat on 3. So far this month, well, the last 30 days anyway, he's looking at about 1.8 million by the end of this month. Now, there is another article concerning the banner we've already shown you, written by Forbes, titled Drdisrespect's comeback promo implies his confession tweet was bait. I'm not sure I've seen anything like this, and I've borne witness to plenty of scandals involving plenty of high-profile figures, but after streamer Drdisrespect admitted to inappropriately contacting a minor, which led to his famous Twitter ban infamous, you might have imagined that was that for him. Now something truly bizarre is happening where Drdisrespect is now posting content that indicates some sort of comeback plan, and now he seems to be implying his confession was bait. His new header image on Twitter features a torn up piece of paper with the confession tweet in question on it, and then they read it. There is something to this that I'd like to talk about soon, a speculation, so not really something concrete. The new image features the torn up tweet submerged as what can only be described as a literal representation of bait. Previously, Doc posted an image of himself playing chess while the other side of the board was playing checkers, or drafts. Usually an indication that the chess player is smarter than the other player and has some sort of unseen master plan. I've been asked why I keep giving attention to Drdisrespect in the wake of all of this, and the answer is previously he was one of the biggest streamers in the world with a huge fan base, and this was a big deal. But now an additional component is, this is very disturbing. We've seen tearful apologies and long roads to forgiveness if it ever happens, in situations with public figures like this. In contrast, Doc, despite losing his Twitch account, his sponsors, his game studio, his fellow streamers getting demonetized as well, is attempting to return without anything approaching an apology, never breaking character as he does so, and now implying this was all some sort of game, a trick. This is deeply weird. Now that is where I have a few queries, because if you're doing this as bait, it is one of the shittiest ones you can do. It's not one that's thought out. The first thing I think of is typically the commentary from the likes of Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate concerning the Matrix. I know that Doc has shown in the past a somewhat red-pilled attitude to things. I do understand that. But to play a game like this seems not necessarily weird. It seems like a risky tactic where the reward is what? Getting rid of audience that aren't really fans? Perhaps a bit of scorched earth? Or maybe even highlighting the disingenuous nature of the mainstream media, and perhaps even us YouTubers, who saw your comments and your statement and ran with it because it came from you. So do you really debunk the Matrix, as it were, or stand up against those who dislike you when you gave them the ammo from your own hands? You showed your cards and decided that that was a carrot on a stick? Okay, continuing with the article. It's not even like he's denying the accusations. There are no longer accusations because he actually admitted to inappropriately contacting a minor. He seemed to think it's not a big deal as nothing happened, and he wasn't arrested. But the idea that he would both return, and now that his confession was bait, is unsettling. As what exactly is he trying to say here? I cannot think of anything that makes any amount of sense. You tricked everyone into thinking you inappropriately contacted a minor because... And that's where I sit. I don't fully understand why, and why it's taking so long to play this game. I can understand wanting to play a game to maybe even, let's say, clear your name. But you can't, because you put out the statement on June 25th. That statement is still there. There are many articles that say what you did was akin to sexting, and in the state you are in, US state, it is illegal regardless of whether the minor consented, and that you continued after the age of that person was disclosed. So really, what is the bait here, Doc? Because I don't fully understand. I'm posting this because I want it out there that you are trying again to lay a little more of a foundation for a reason we don't fully yet understand. And it's taking you a bit of time to do this. Your change in channel banner happened a few days ago, but at the same time, it was a week earlier that you posted the chess drafts tweet. The 7-day gaps in between feel like you're putting in a few jigsaw pieces to a puzzle that only puzzles us, an in-joke that you've yet to share. Considering the nature of the landscape and the need for everything now mentality, you're playing the wrong game. Bleeding something out like it's some kind of once-a-week episode, as if everyone's going to sit with bated breath waiting for your next tweet, is a crappy tactic, a slow tactic, and an embarrassing one. Again, you admitted to the messaging. We haven't seen the message logs, and I still maintain that those should be made public, perhaps without the person's name in if it leads to a dox. We can't be doing that. But your side especially, it needs to be seen, so the full context can be understood. I don't think it vindicates, if any of it is true. Although since you've admitted to it, while simultaneously trying to poison the well and confuse, is baffling. Do let me know what you think in the comments, by the way, guys, because this one's a weird one. It's doubly weird because whenever someone's been caught out messaging minors inappropriately in the past, they've either made some weak-tea apologies, vanished from the internet, or pulled out the ukulele and started singing about the toxic gossip train. So this one's new.